Welcome to the Reality Skewed Gamers Lunch Hour. This is Sanely Red here. We have no idea where the hell Ranger is. He must have slept in or something. Anyways, we got Mike Hunt.
Good afternoon. I've heard that he's on a training course with Grande learning how to steal government Wi-Fi.
Welcome to the Reality Skewed Gamers Lunch Hour.
What's up?
This is Sanely Red here. We have no idea where the hell
How you doing?
Ranger is. Infinity will be must have slept in or something. 2 minutes. Anyways, we got here and Mike Hunt. Start with the questions. Nathaniel Miller, question.
Good
I'm stuck on the home one
I've heard
6-star mission.
All
my ships are 7-star, level 85. I still can't come close. Welcome to the Reality Skewed Gamers Lunch Hour.
What's up?
This is Sanely Red here. We have no idea where the hell
How you doing?
Ranger is. Infinity will be must have slept in or something. 2 minutes.
Oh, level for the pilot, man. You'd want them to be.
Anyways, we
85,
got
probably at least
here and Mike Hunt. Start with the questions.
Nathaniel
Miller, question. I'm stuck on the home one 6-star mission. All my ships are 7-star, level 85. I still can't come close. Welcome to the Reality Skewed Gamers Lunch Hour.
What's up?
Is that Sanely Red here? We have no idea where the hell Ranger is. Infinity will be must have slept in or something.
Oh, level for the pilot, man. You'd want them to be.
Anyways, we got here and Mike Hunt. Start with the questions.
7-star, level 85.
I'm stuck on the home one 6-star mission. All my ships are 7-star, level 85. I still can't come close. Welcome to the Reality Skewed Gamers Lunch Hour.
What's up?
Is that Sanely Red here? We have no idea where the hell Ranger is. Infinity will be must have slept in or something.
Oh, level for the pilot, man. You'd want them to be.
Anyways, we got here and Mike Hunt. Start with the questions.
7-star,
Miller. I'm stuck on the home one 6.
Yeah, I don't have anything going on here myself, just a laptop open. There he is.
Hey, sorry about that, guys. My phone died because I guess we lost power last night. Connected, so I've been here for the last 15 minutes trying to get my phone charged and trying to get the damn internet to come back up. And I think this is, I don't know if it reset or whatnot. So sitting here screaming like, why is this happening?
My reason for your lateness was better.
Oh, just tell them I was with hookers.
No. I said that you were with Grande being taught how to steal government Wi-Fi.
The porgs carted him away.
Did you guys enjoy that massive looping insanity?
Oh, man.
Sorry about that. So this is what happens when I start a stream at the last second and forget to mute the YouTube channel that's open so I can see chat, and then walk away. So literally it's taking the YouTube and looping it every 30 seconds. I blame Ranger.
Oh.
Who disconnected. See, it's Ranger's fault.
Oh, his phone died again.
Okay, so sorry about that, guys. So I am in the midst of getting ready to travel here. So I was packing, and all of a sudden, Ranger was late. And because of that, now you had the looping insanity. So everyone, take a second to blame Ranger for all of this nonsense.
Damn it, Ranger. What in the hell?
Actually, Fatality brings up a good point. Today is Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It is, isn't it? Oh hell! Oh, I know what I'm watching tonight on TV.
All right, so let's start the questions over again because I'm pretty sure nobody was able to hear anything that you guys said.
No, they were able to hear it over and over. And
yeah, they were hearing it over and over and over and over and over again. All right, so let's start with the first question again.
Nathaniel Miller, question. I'm stuck on the home one 6-star mission. All my ships are 7-star, level 85, but I still can't come close, even with good RNG. Is there a recommended level for the pilots?
I mean, yeah, you're going to want at least gear 9, but I would say gear 10 minimum on at least the first starting 5. When I tried it, I can't tell you how many times I tried it over and over with Gear 10 and just kept losing. And one day, just RNG hit, and I beat it without losing the shit. But they were all Gear 10, Gear 11 pilots too.
Well, that mission it's extremely RNG dependent.
Yeah, very, very much so.
You know, there are guys that'll beat it on the first try because the RNG rolled for them, and there are others like me that can't beat it for the life of them, regardless of what level and gear level their ships and pilots are.
Well, a lot of it too is like when I finally did it, I was just focusing on one ship at a time. Before I was trying to spread out the damage and get a little bit target lock here and there. But when I started doing it, just picking off one at a time, it seemed like it started going a whole lot easier.
Yeah, I'd go for at least level 80 for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Darth Revan, question: what mods are best for the Sith Ray JTR team of JTR, Scav Ray, BB-8, RT, Visas Mar, mainly the first and second stats?
Crit. Crit and crit damage overall.
Yeah, speed and damage.
Mm-hmm.
Especially Scavenger Ray, you want her critting.
Go fast and go hard.
Yep. So BB-8, you're looking for like all speed, right? Because you want him to go repeatedly. Resistance Trooper, you're not really worrying about hitting the exposed because their tenacity is too high anyways, especially if you're using it in Phase 1. Nihilus is stacking his tenacity. So you're not going to be worrying too much about that. So you're looking for lots of damage.
Yeah. Resistance Trooper, you don't have to worry about speed. He's going to keep getting turn meter. You need the speed on BB-8 for sure, though.
Ideally, you want Resistance Trooper Gear 12 with the Health Steel gear piece as well.
All right.
Okay, next. Nathaniel Miller, question around the corn. How did you do today in today's heist? I got 5 million. Okay, so I got 7.5 today.
I got 5.
There's a heist?
5.
Yes, there's a credit heist open today.
This is new information to me.
Yeah, so go and open your credit heist. And then tell us what you get.
It'll take a moment for the emulator to launch.
Okay.
Okay, next question. Camille Buhalski, question unlocked 7-star Thrawn today, like I promised you guys, on the second try with Gear 8 on everyone. I was ready for a 5-hour grind. Am I the luckiest guy on Earth, or is it an RSG blessing?
RSG blessing.
Specifically a Loki
You're
blessing.
welcome.
Take your
Ranger
Loki blessing
sacrificed himself so that you could beat it.
Praise be, Ranger.
I
Ranger
don't think
took
you
all
should
the
open any
bad
packs
RNG so
today.
you would not have to. Oh man. It's, yeah. Mine
I
mine
got
were like
4 mil.
4 mil, ew, yeah. I'm always happy if I don't get a 1.5 in the credit heist now. But, so with the Thrawn event, like, I had Gear 8 primarily as well. I think my Ezra was Gear 9 and everybody else was Gear 8. And I managed to do it on, like, my 5th try or something like that. Mine weren't actually too far off from Ranger. I really didn't put arena mods or anything on them. I had decent mods. I was noticing that it was very RNG dependent, so I didn't bother moving my mods. I did it the second time for 7-star. I got 6-star the first time. And, yeah, so it wasn't it's very RNG dependent, so I would say it's a combination of an RSG blessing and a Loki luck. Alright, next question.
Kelso Sharp, what do you think the next nerf will be besides 5s?
Newt Gunray.
Yeah, always bet on Newt.
Well, they can't nerf Magma and Throne for Phase 1 for people who are wanting to use that. I guess they could.
They'll just nerf the resistance again.
I like the Magma Trooper Thrawn combo for Phase 1. I've been using that one a lot, except I've been putting in Veers as well, so every time Magma Trooper's little double shot ends up killing off one of the ads, it makes Death Trooper go faster, so he can put Death Mark up more often.
That's crazy. All right, next question.
Alec, what's the best First Order team for the Sith Raid?
First Order? Crew, First Order Stormtrooper, Special Forces TIE Fighter Pilot, Executioner, and Officer.
It's a hard one to get, though, but it's definitely the best one right now.
Paul Morgan, question doesn't matter if you get 3 stars on the home one or endurance challenge since you cannot replay these events. No, it doesn't matter at all. As long as you beat it, that's all that matters. Okay, Ski Trooper question. I have a Gear 12 Zidius. Is there any use for him?
Platoons.
Yeah.
I used to have had.
Platoons. That's awful.
Yeah, the Jugger Maul team still works.
He's also good for territory wars as a 5th member of a Finn lead resistance squad.
All right.
I thought I broke the internet then.
You did just a little break. All right, next question.
Nathaniel Miller, anyone else surprised that there were droid smuggling and heist on sequential days?
Nope, because I saw it on Heist Hero.
Yeah, same here.
So if you guys don't know, there is a Twitter handle, Heist Hero. It is a guy that goes by CK on Discord, and he basically knows the dates of the credit heist and the droid smuggling about a week in advance. I don't think most people care about the droid smuggling, but he posts it anyways because it comes up there. But just about a week in advance or so, because that's how long it'll take. Actually, I think it's 3 days. Is how long it takes for them to push all the updates out through the servers or something like that. And that's when he can see that it's coming through, so he's able to get that information. So definitely follow him on Twitter, and you guys will get updates on when the droid heist and the credit heist are on their way.
Sweet.
Sure.
Next.
Sean Harriman, question, Cantina farming order, Viagra Twins, Death Trooper, Panda, Crew, Acolyte. I'd say Viagra Twins so you can get your JTR. Bing NKC, question, is Ranger going to do a special live stream for Thrawn Mythic? LOL.
Many, many grumbles will be had.
Okay, Ice Bank, myself, question, I only have Death Trooper 3-star, 13 out of 30, as I never focused on him, and then Vets came out. Is it worth me trying to farm him now or plan another tune in advance for the new update? Yeah, Death Trooper is a very solid character that you should get. Very good for the new Sith Raid.
His ship's not bad either.
Really.
Correct.
Probably the best trooper, I think.
So, just by the way, I just realized something. I'm sorry. I was not prepared to stream today, so I apologize for all the technical difficulties. This one is my fault. That last response, I had my OBS muted, my mic muted, but you guys could hear me on Skype. Nobody heard anything I said in the video. This is what happens when you run out of the shower in order to start a stream. This is not what's supposed to happen. Damn you, Ranger. So what I was saying,
I'm telling you, you need to write 4 posts on the forums and apologize for everything bad that's ever happened in the world.
I blame Ranger, dude. I was in the shower when I got a message from Grim saying, "Where's Ranger? He hasn't started the call yet." I'm like, "What the hell? I'm getting ready to go to the airport in an hour. I'm leaving in 45 minutes to the airport, and I have a stream going now."
we appreciate that.
So what I was saying about the Ranger Thrawn event was that Ranger is probably going to do it on the Saturday night stream. The Saturday night is on the RSG Mature channel, so it's more of an adult-oriented channel. So if you guys are of the proper age, make sure you go to YouTube, search for RSG Mature, and I'm sure on Saturday night, Ranger will be doing the Thrawn event with much drinking and frivolity. All right. Let's continue here.
Okay, Ice Bank, myself, we said that, yeah, you need to work on your Death Trooper. It's a very good tune to work on for the Sith raid and otherwise. And the ship is good, like Mycon said. Abel Abad, question, what is the best speed order for this arena squad? Rex, EP, Thrawn, Cyan, Darth Nihilus.
Why are you running a Rex lead with that team is my first question. Because I don't understand that team.
He's running all Sith with a Rex lead? Is that what it looks like?
Yeah. So I'm missing something with that.
I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why you would. I mean, do you not have Darth Vader unlocked? Maybe that's why you're running that team.
I would still probably run Emperor Palpatine as lead.
Yeah.
Because then you can do a fast Thrawn and then turn meter swap with Scion, and Scion will put the debuffs on everyone. So as soon as they start kind of fading, Emperor Palpatine will get going. It's going to be a little bit slower than a Vader, but... Well, just sticking with the question here, you always want to make Thrawn your fastest unless there's another reason. So Vader, for example, is going to have a faster speed than Thrawn because of his unique. And so you can make Vader your fastest if you had Vader on the team followed by Thrawn. Now, if you're running that team in order to get tenacity up because of Rex, Rex's base speed is slower than Thrawn, right? But Thrawn can turn meter swap and give somebody basically full turn meter regardless.
Like Nihilus.
Yeah. So you can either, I would make Thrawn your fastest, and then you can either make Nihilus or, I sometimes like Rex being fast as well. Because that makes Thrawn a little bit faster after the swap. But Thrawn should be your fastest. Don't make Rex your fastest just because you need him in order to do tenacity up. Make sure you know the abilities. Thrawn will turn meter swap, and then he can make Rex go first anyways if your Thrawn is fast enough. So,
and he'll go again as well if you select someone that's almost top their turn meter.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll be bang on again for the fracture.
I mean, with that team, your Emperor Palpatine is going to go really slow because he's not in the lead, so he's not really getting much turn meter gain. He'll get the boost from Rex. So I don't know if you necessarily need Emperor Palpatine very fast because he's going to be slow anyways. You're going to be more reliant on Scion getting the cooldown reduction. And so Nihilus will probably be your second or third. I think I would probably go with what you said, Grande, make Nihilus my second fastest, and then Rex my third, Scion fourth, and Emperor Palpatine fourth and Scion fifth, I think, would be the order I go.
Yeah, I would agree. But it's a weird team, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really weird team. It's like half of one and half of the other. I mean, I've seen a team that's a Rex-led Emperor Palpatine with Scion, but typically they have like Wampa and Mother Towson or
Yeah.
something like that else on the team.
Oh,
Yeah,
I ran that
all Sith is a
yesterday.
little weird. Okay. Let's do one more question, and then we can jump to the roster review, and I'll work on getting that set up.
All right. Camille Bruhalski. So I unlocked both General Kenobi and Thrawn from my Empire Arena team. Who should I gear first?
General Kenobi and Thrawn is what he unlocked?
Yes.
Well, first off, it's a very good week. To unlock both of those characters, very good week for you. So congratulations on that.
I'd probably ping pong. I'd probably get them both up to gear 9 and then ping pong back and forth between gear 9 and gear 10 and gear 10 and gear 11 and gear 11 and gear 12.
I agree.
That's kind of how I would do it, because they potentially Thrawn and GK make your arena team.
Mm-hmm. And they're viable at lower gear levels too.
I'd also ask whether he's going to unlock Thrawn's ship, because that's also going to be a major decider, isn't it? Because Thrawn has a capital ship, whereas GK is, I mean, he's fabulous, but he's only on the ground.
Yeah.
He's not a ship as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me try and get this roster review up. So bear with me as, again, I blame Ranger. Okay, so you guys have it in the chat. So this is the roster of Raza 972, also Ra's al Ghul. And I'm not Ranger, so I can't start doing Batman voices, but this is...
It's Ra's al Ghul.
Huh?
It's Ra's al Ghul.
Oh. Well...
This guy's rank 1 in arena every day.
Yeah, so...
One day what
he's the Titans team.
Yeah, and I think this is up your alley, Grande. So what he's asking for help with is that he falls in arena a lot. He's able to get first, but he falls a lot. So he wanted a review of his mods, and then also just some review of his teams for Heroic Sith, Dark Side Territory Battles, and Territory Wars.
So he's running a Titan team. That's probably why he's falling so bad, right?
Yeah,
is because he's running 3 rebels against an EP Vader kind of meta that we're in right now. Which that means he's actually giving speed to the other guy's Vader. It's not. I mean, with a team like this, you're gonna win on offense. You're just gonna lose poorly on defense. So the idea here is, do we change his arena team, or we just realize we have to put extra effort in order to get first? So let's first look at the pieces we have to deal with, the characters. So if we look at his characters, his EP looks almost ready. His Vader is ready. Let's see. Did he already Omega the leader, or Zeta the leader?
He has EP Zeta'd.
He has EP Zeta'd, so he could potentially run this. Does he have Vader's? And I don't think he has Vader's unique, but he doesn't need it. So
he's got a Gear 10 Nihilus.
And then Gear 10 Nihilus would probably work. I will tell you, EP lead with Vader and Thrawn and Solo, and you throw in GK and Nihilus, you probably got a team right there.
He's also got Gear 12 Maul. That'll work on an EP team because like if you're facing other EP teams and you can put out days, that'll shut down EP.
Yeah, I don't know if he can do that though. Let's start looking at some of his speed mods to see what we got to work with on the mods here. Because we're going to end up needing a ton of freaking mods, and we may or may not have that. So let's look at speed secondaries. Let's look at speed secondaries for a minute and just see what we got to work with. We have a 20 and an 18. We have a 20 plus speed with a speed set bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
But I see it on BB-8. So I'm wondering, does he have a Jedi training ray? I didn't check to see.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jedi training ray
Gear
is
11.
Gear 11, and
He's got a lot of
Zeta
of
an inspirational presence. So he has the leader Zeta.
So he could run a Palpatine or he could run a Ray team.
Mm-hmm.
But we're kind of in a Palp meta, and so that's probably it would be kind of one of those if you can't beat them, then join them. I think on offense.
He might be able to beat it though with the Jedi training ray. If he gets the mods correct.
But his Titan team is going to be the same problem he's going to have with a JTR team, right? He's going to get targeted on defense real bad.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the EP teams are going to single him out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the only other thing is I didn't look at his. I don't want to switch to mine. I want to be on his. The only other thing to think about is, can we run a Rex lead? What do his clones look like? Does he have what does his Rex look like?
Let's see.
Let's see here.
It's only level 80, Gear 8.
So we can't really run a Rex. Rex is out of the question. So we're either running EP, we're running JTR, or we're running a Titan team. I think he's going to have to run OG Han on offense, because if you look at his defense, he's still got to farm some characters up to make that team work a little bit. He needs to get some more gear on his Nihilus. He could run EP in that team for a while. I mean, not EP. I mean, he could run GK in that team for a while until he got up another taunt. But I mean, where's his Scion? I think his Scion's real low too.
His Scion is not leveled. It's
3-star
level
and
1.
Scion, yeah, Scion takes a lot of work, so I'm probably going to say no on that. And then where's his Sith Trooper?
Sith Trooper is Gear 8, level 70.
Trooper's the same thing. So we
5-star.
can't do that, right? So we're going to be running a GK on an EP team. It works.
Mm-hmm.
I do it.
I do it too.
He's got a 7-star Gear 8 Shore Trooper. That'll work.
Why don't you do us all?
But it's Gear 8, right? That's the problem, right? I mean, so he's got like two. I mean, he's got like 2 stun.
You kind of dropped off there, Grande.
He's got different tanks, right? But the tanks are all the ones that are going to be targeted. Scion is going to be your least targeted, but the Scion is not ready. If you put in a Gear 8 Sith Trooper, you're going to be targeted all the time. That's going to fall. A Gear 12 Kenobi will be less targeted, more targeted than the Scion, but less so than a Sith Trooper. So you're probably going to be a little bit better off there.
True.
So Scion is probably Kenobi probably is your best bet with the current state. Emperor Palpatine.
We also need to decide what his idea of I drop a lot is, right? And we need to
Grande drops soap a lot.
Yeah. Oh, look who showed up. Nice.
Oh, it wasn't about showing up. It's about being allowed to show up. Because I'm about to go over to Comcast, and I'm going to punch a bunch of, excuse my language for a moment, I'm punch all of them in the dick or vagina, whichever they have, because this is retarded. Good Lord. I'm not paying damn near $280 a month for all this crap. Stupid Comcast. All right, sorry, I digress. Go ahead.
Vigilant Sentinel just donated $2 and said, Finn, what do you think about the Battlefront 2 Ewok update? I am happy I can play Ewoks. I'm not sure how thrilled I am at the ability to kill the Ewoks. I'm just saying.
I think it's amazing. I'm going to barbecue all of those little bastards.
So if we go back to his teams for the Sith raid, right? And we start sorting. Let's do resistance first, right? Because that's what you probably use in P1 or P2. More gear on BB-8, more gear on Rey, more gear on Resistance Trooper in order to make that team work.
Mm-hmm.
If we look at a P2 team might be troopers, might be some rebels can work in P2. He's just got to work on gear and mods. I mean,
so here's going to be my question to you, Grande. because he also asked about the heroic Sith, right? And I'm guessing that his guild is probably pushing for heroic Sith, so he's going to need that Jedi training Rey team. But he has his mods right now on BB-8, which makes sense if you're focusing on Jedi training Rey, right? But you're gimping yourself a little bit on Arena. So what would be your advice for him with regards to managing his mods, especially his best mods, between Arena and then Jedi training Rey for his heroic Sith?
Always put your best mods on Arena, and then swap to go to raids if you have to. That raid, even with JTR, it's really RNG based, just so everyone knows. So you could probably have to play that like 2 or 3 or 4 times before you got to something that was a decent score. So don't feel like that you have to, that just because you swapped your mods or you didn't swap your mods, that you're getting a bad score. It's really RNG based as far as who gets defense down, who gets cleansed, who gets exposes. There's a lot going on there.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a lot of characters that are gear 10 that probably need to go to gear 11. He's got a lot of characters that are gear 9 that need to go to gear 10 or gear 11. Potentially Phoenix, potentially, some of his rebels, potentially some of his troopers. If we filter by Imperial troopers, let's look at his troopers for like a P2, P3 team. We got troopers sitting here all at gear 8. I'm guessing.
Did we lose Grande again?
I think so.
I think we lost Grande. What the hell is going on here? Ranger's internet isn't working. Grande's phone keeps cutting out. I'm a retard with the stream. This is not a good day for RSG. I blame Friday the 13th.
I blame Hookers and Blow.
We don't have those yet.
That's why this is happening.
Whoever thought that Hookers and Blow would be the solution?
I know, right? What the hell is going on?
This is not a very good Friday the 13th.
My power was out. I woke up late because my power was out, and I was a little tired, but I was still okay. And then I'm like, I'm just going to get up, and I'm a little behind, but we'll be fine. Nothing. Nowhere. Phone dead. No, I was like, ah!
I hope you're ready for the evening stream. Team Money will chase you down if your internet's not back up.
Oh, Team Money kiss my ass. She's in Canada. She ain't doing nothing. She needs me more than I need her. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Team Money did.
Oh, man.
You've been had.
There goes Grande.
You've been hoodwinked. You've been
sorry
hoodwinked again.
I got hoodwinked, man. I got a friggin' phone call on the other line.
Bamboozled.
Yeah, Nathaniel Morgan's correct. I blame Finn.
Don't blame Finity for anything. I'm in the mid-sentence. I get freaking a phone call, and I'm just like, are you serious? People, I'm trying to play here. We're not working during playtime. Come on. It's Friday. All I want to do is write checks and screw off all day. Come on.
I'm trying to get to the freaking airport.
Are you really?
Yeah, dude, I was in the shower when Grim messaged me saying that you weren't on, so I ran over to my computer to start the stream. I'm leaving for the airport as soon as we're done.
Are you going to be late?
No, I'm not going to be. Well, so here's the situation for me. So my flight's at 5 o'clock, right? But I have meetings at 3, 3:30, and 2. So I'm leaving for the airport at 1 and doing all my meetings at the airport. So I need to go to the airport so I can do my meetings.
Oh, okay.
They probably have better Wi-Fi at the airport than Ranger does.
That's true.
What are you talking about? I have a crazy good internet. This is the first time
when
this
it works
in a while.
When it works.
Yeah.
When it works, right?
It's like
it was probably the pizza delivery guy that ran over the bus terminal down the street.
I don't know what happened, man.
Trying to deliver you a freaking, banana hot.
And now I just opened Discord. I got 9,000 messages of people like, "Hey, it's like, oh my god."
Yeah, probably because I started off the stream by forgetting to mute my YouTube and walking away. So they're probably like, "Ranger, the stream is looping." I'm sure you got a lot of messages of Ranger, the stream is looping. What's going on?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
People were texting. I wasn't even on yet. I was trying to not go to prison again, and I'm sitting here trying to not go to prison again, and I'm freaking getting all these loops, and people are like, the stream is looping, and I'm like, I'm not even on. I'm trying to not get handcuffed, guys. Come on. You think that's a joke? This time it's
No,
for real.
it's not. I don't suspect it's a joke either. I don't think people realize I was streaming, right? Because Sanely opened. Because I just started the stream and ran out. Because I was out of the shower, checked my phone, and so I had to get dressed. So I'm like, Sanely or Grim, can you guys do the intros and I'll be right back?
I could just see it now. Ranger Affinity's running around his room naked, trying to start.
I had a towel.
And he's sitting here going, I wonder if I have the video cam up or not. That would have been hilarious, bro. If we see Finity running around his bedroom with his towel on.
Because he's free balling.
He goes over to his little dresser with the porch, and he drops the towel so he can put on his Rangeroos. And he freaking and all we see, it's like a total Bollywood movie.
Oh my god!
It would have been great. It was, and all of a sudden, we have all the angels from the angel stream going. We really want Finity on the show. We really want.
Oh no, Grande! I'm going to reiterate this: the angels. Well, they might be like, oh my, he's a doctor too.
He's a doctor.
There will be no men on that stream tonight. I guarantee it. That has been made very clear to me. Very, very clear to me.
So
there will be no sausage in the meat making.
So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, tonight at 10 p.m. on our RSG Discord, on our RSG YouTube channel, there's going to be an Angels of Swoggo stream, and it's basically the ladies of Star Wars: The Galaxy of Heroes.
Right? We're doing it on the mature side, right?
No, they're going to be clean.
They're doing it on this one.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a clean stream,
It'll be a clean stream, and well, it's supposed to be a clean stream.
In the clean world.
Yes, it's supposed to be a clean stream. Tits McVenom is going to be moderating, so she'll help to make sure that it's clean.
Has that been reiterated to a couple people?
Yes, Team Money knows.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can just say it. Team Money knows. So, and so it'll be the ladies.
I just don't want it to digress into like drunken ukulele playing.
I don't think they're drinking either.
Yeah.
On a Friday night.
That's what Saturday's for.
Yeah, that's what Saturday's for. They can come on Saturday night too, and then do that. But so so it's a Ladies of Star Wars: Galaxy of Heroes stream. So there are a lot of female players that are playing this game. Obviously, if you look around kind of at the game changers and the ones that are making the videos, there's not very many, right? It's pretty much just crazy excuses. That's kind of and I know she doesn't like the term, but she's kind of unfortunately become like the face of females in Star Wars: Galaxy of Heroes because there's no other real female presence that show their face, right? Team Money does. Tits still, I don't think, has officially shown her face on the stream, right? She has pictures, but I don't think she's ever.
No, she was on the stream. She's done streams where she showed her face.
Yes, she did the reaction video.
The French one. Remember when we did the French?
The reaction video. She did. Yes. Yeah, so there's not too many, right? So this stream is mainly for the females of Star Wars: Galaxy of Heroes to come and basically share with you guys everything they know about the game too. So we're helping with that. So the Angels of Star Wars: Galaxy of Heroes, the Angels of Swoggo stream will be on our channel at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and you'll get to hear all of the opinions about the game of the ladies that you may not always hear from.
There are other. Adastra does Jedi Master Adastra.
Yes, Team Money did have her on her stream for the Jedi. Yep.
Yeah, and she's really good actually. She's the one that showed us how Qui-Gon Jinn lead could be good in the Sith raid.
Yeah. But you guys will be able to see a lot of different ones, right? We've had some on our streams before that are really smart, right? Like there's like Dr. She-Sith.
We've got crazy excuses.
There's crazy. There's also what was Loki's old guild leader's name? I'm forgetting her name now.
Let's just call her that person.
I don't want to call her that person. Hold on. I'll
okay.
Rain Day. We've had Rain Day on.
Rain Day. Yeah, I've had Rain Day on.
Yep. So there are a lot of females, and then of course Lady Ondane, who's always with us on Saturday, and she's also a guild leader. So there's a lot of females that play this game. So join us tonight at 10 p.m. and you guys get to hear the opinions of some of the more quieter voices, because Ranger Grande and I are too loud.
Yeah, we suck. Also, right after this, probably 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern, we're going to be doing the Battlefront update, because it's a big, giant update, because I want to shoot Ewoks in the face. I don't think you get to pick, though. You just get randomly chosen, so that's...
It's probably like the same thing as current, right? You like switch sides, you probably play the Empire one time and the Ewoks the other time or something.
I know.
The Ewok event is not until the 18th.
Oh, it's not until the 18th?
Oh, good. I'm not going to miss it by traveling this weekend. Okay.
So it's going to be, there's the customization kicked in. I haven't had a chance because, again, my internet's been down. You can start doing that, right?
I don't think so. The patch notes are supposed to drop today, though.
Oh, it hasn't dropped yet.
No, it's just a bunch of news articles about it that I've seen so far.
So the patch supposed to drop today. It hasn't dropped
before
yet.
We keep on moving on tangents here. So just to sum up
we have a lot of information put out.
No, I know, but let me sum up Raza first, right? Because we were doing the roster review. So just to sum up Raza's here, you have a lot of good speed mods, but you seem to have them on BB-8 and Jedi Training Rey, probably because you're focusing on the Sith raid. Always try to make sure that your best mods, and I don't know if this was caught in between, maybe you had just moved them or something like that. Make sure that your best mods are on your arena squad. Looks like you do have a team to field an Emperor Palpatine lead team, since you have Emperor Palpatine lead Zeta. So you're looking at Emperor Palpatine lead, Vader, Thrawn, Nihilus, and then Kenobi, who's probably your best tank, since Scion is nowhere near ready, and Sith Trooper is still too weak in order to put in there. The fact that you have a Titan team makes you a little bit more of a target than if you had an Emperor Palpatine team. So that may help with what you're dropping, but we also don't know fully exactly what your drop is, right? So are you going from 1 to 20 and being frustrated, or are you going from 1 to 50? So the drop matters a little bit as well. So
he did say that he had to do a refresh every time to get back to first.
Okay. So in that case, yeah. So then you're probably dropping to like 50 or something. Try the Emperor Palpatine team.
Oh, he didn't have to drop to 50 to do a refresh. You just have to drop below like 27.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Because you can't get there in 5 battles, right?
Yeah, if you're going to 1, then yeah, you'll need the refresh no matter what at that point. Yeah, you're right. So keep your mods on your arena squad. Try an Emperor Palpatine team and see if that helps dissuade people from attacking you a little bit more. Depends on your server a little bit, but you're going to want a fast Vader, then a fast Thrawn. You can balance out the rest a little bit more. Kenobi doesn't really need speed. Your mods at least look like they're on the correct characters, but they're just on your rating characters. It seems a little bit more than your arena characters. So it looks like you're on the right track, especially since you're able to get rank 1. So I don't think you're in a bad position here. And let me comment on one other thing, because I know a lot of you guys have been asking about this. We have this week, I think we did one like newer roster, and then we had the rest of our rosters were all kind of like 2.5 million or higher GP. This one is like 2.3, so it's a little bit more advanced, right? We were backlogged a lot in our roster reviews. Some of these were people that requested it a long time ago when their roster was a little bit newer, but we still wanted to do a roster review because they had requested it. So we've come back to these people and asked them, do they still want a roster review? And if so, what are you looking for? So their priorities have changed a little bit since when they first requested it. But as you've noticed this week, we've done one every single day. We're pretty much planning on continuing that. So we're going to be trying to get through like 5 roster reviews a week. And so we'll be catching up very quickly.
We had like 70 rosters to review, didn't we?
Yeah. We're cutting into it very quickly now with 5 a week. So for those of you that are requested and been put on the queue, we'll get to you. I guess I'll give you an estimated time based on that 5 per week. But we're getting through them very quickly now. It'll still probably be about a month and a half or so if you guys request now to when your roster review will happen, just because of the numbers that we have. But at least it's not unfortunately, like some of these people, like 8 months. Some of these people really requested like 8 months ago, so that's why their roster changed so much. So we will have a bigger variety of GPs of people that we're reviewing. So you'll see some newer ones, you'll see some older ones. They're all looking for different things. It might be mods, it might be looking for arena, it might be looking for a Rancor team, it might be looking for heroic AAT team. So we'll keep on doing them as you guys request them. So just make sure that I hope you're getting something out of all of these roster reviews, because even if it doesn't apply to you right now, it will once you get to that level. And knowing this stuff really does help.
So, who's Stama Ospa?
What do you mean, who's Stama Ospa? Stama Ospa is somebody that's always in our chat. He's a very active YouTuber.
They're asking if I'm on Discord.
I posted that. He wants to message you a question, but he couldn't find you on Discord.
No, I really don't drop the soap as much as Ranger says I do.
I'll be right back.
That's live.
I don't know what the question is. I think I found him though, Stama O.
Yeah, I think that's him.
I hit it. I tagged him in the question section.
Okay. So, Ranger, are you good now? I'm gonna switch to just my gameplay screen. I'll take Raza's off. If you want to just continue and end the stream here, because I need to finish packing. So I'm gonna just switch the screen.
So I just need to end this. I just need to go on and end the stream, right?
Yep.
Okay. I can. Let me get that up. Hopefully, it's not giving me error messages. So
we have 12 minutes, right?
Yeah. Let's get to some questions.
Fatality V2. Where's Bosk? Did Boba ignore Vader and disintegrate him?
Boss wasn't coming till May, wasn't he?
We got some time.
So 2 weeks left.
Soon, TM.
Soon TM. That's right. God dang, I forgot about the day of response.
He's playing with a carbonite machine at the moment.
Word? See, that's science.
He's finishing up his role in the movie V. As soon as he's done with his role in the movie V, he'll be back to Star Wars.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
For those of you that remember the V series, anybody remember that?
Oh, V, yes.
Like
V for visitors.
Or Viagra, Hot and Chili. Well, you can look at it different ways.
Yeah.
All right, next question, please. God, please, Jesus, next question.
Don Carlo, question. Now that First Order Executioner is farmable, should I abandon First Order Stormtrooper, who is at 5 stars?
Hell no, you need him too. Are you crazy?
They're on different energy things.
Right.
Keep on farming First Order Stormtrooper and use your Cantina energy to farm Executioner.
That's right. My
Daniel,
farm's coming along nicely. Go ahead. Sorry.
Daniel Roche, question. Did you guys see CG Carey's latest follow-up from yesterday regarding the Sith Raid reward changes?
Gardy, have you seen it?
Yeah, so there's been a lot of posts about this reward change, right? So, and I can't tell you how many discussions about these reward changes. And there's also a post on the forums about it, including, and in fact, I tagged everybody in the admin chat with the post from Magor, the guy from the Star Wars, or from the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes Great Again server.
Mm-hmm.
And so, he you never know how he kind of exactly came up with what the tags are and how he kind of calculated what gear is worth and what stuff is worth. But I posted that in the admins. I don't know if you see that there, Ranger.
Yeah, I see it now. Is this the one you posted at 11:41 a.m.?
Yeah, that's it. And so you could maybe show that one. But he's basically
I can't show anything right now.
What the old gear looked like, what the new gear looked like, and yes, it's a flattening. The interesting thing about it is that it's really, really, really flat, right? In a lot of ways. I mean, it went from the guy at rank 1 getting a little over double what the guy at rank 50 got, or the guy at rank 41, to being more like he's getting about 10% more in some areas to maybe, and he's not getting gear at 300% anymore. He's getting gear at 10%. It does appear as though it's, whenever they said flattening, currently, according to the information we see here, it's actually negative, even whenever you include the 100% drop rate on the one piece. And so it's hard to say what assumptions he put into this, but it appears as if currently, given our current standings, it's about a 14% drop average across everybody in the CIS rate. Now,
but wasn't that one of the things that she posted? And I'm not seeing this anywhere. I mean, I'm sure the data is correct. Now, was this posted with the revised statement that she said that they were adding back some of the gear?
No, you mean adding, that they were going to make us whole in about 2 weeks and give us an extra couple of pieces,
Right.
Because we do between 2 and 4.
Right.
He did add that back. He does say he made some assumptions here, right?
Right.
So a couple of things that are here, right? He did some screenshots. His sample size is incredibly small. He says his sample size is 31 people. That's a really small sample size, right? A really small sample size. Could it be less than this? Absolutely. It could be more like a 10% nerf. Is it on the negative side or on the positive side? It's probably on the negative side, right? If you have a sample size of 10 and it shows a negative, it probably means if you have a sample size of 2,000, it probably will still show a negative, but probably this number will push closer to 0 and it won't push towards 14%. Now, that being said, we straight up know what the credits look like.
Right.
And we know that, and we know for a fact, regardless of what happens with gear, the credits are a negative. But which is interesting, right? That the credits would be negative. We talked about an increase in currencies, and he did not put that on his sheet. He put credits, and he put gear, and then he put the currency. It's interesting that what he shows, right? So it's the currency equivalency. So it's you got to really dive into what he shows here. It's not totally accurate. It's nice, but it's not totally accurate.
Yeah.
Effectively, here's what happens, right? We need to get away from spinning a negative thing into a positive thing. I'm totally fine with, hey, look, the gear is gonna suck, but just make sure it's communicated that, hey, this is gonna be worse, and make sure it's communicated a lot, because I think that was part of the problem was that people weren't really. It was communicated as a flattening, and typically whenever I think of a flattening, what was said was that it would be more like a bell curve, right?
Right, like kind of like what True had given as an example, with grades. There's a bell curve. Some people will lose, some people will gain, right?
But it appears as though from the current data that we're seeing is that everybody is a loser, with some people being more of a loser than others. Now, the new gear's not in. We'll have to see.
That's the big thing too. The
new
gear.
Right. But here's the thing: if you're going to give us and you're going to take it, and you only tell us half the story, then people get upset. So part of it again is a communication problem. Part of it is don't give it, and then 2 weeks later do a take it, and you gotta overly communicate that something is effectively getting nerfed. Whenever I think of a flattening, and whenever it's sold as a flattening, what that means is, what I think of whenever someone says flattening is that it's going to average out, and some people are going to come up and some people are going to go down.
I think CG Carey did say they overreached, and that that's why they're trying to go back and correct it. So I don't know, I don't think this is enough of a sample size.
It's not enough of a sample size, but again, it goes back to what we've said before, which is if you're going to make a change, right? I mean, because we're just talking about the CIS raid right now. They're talking about doing the same thing to the hat and the same thing to the Rancor. If we're going to do the same thing to every raid, then we probably need to test, and retest, and make sure that when this new version of rewards goes out, that we've tested it a year out and over 400 raids, the player ends up in a better position somehow. I mean, either that or just tell us, hey, by the way, we're nerfing all the rewards. We give you guys too much.
Good, Gerd.
I'm kind of curious as to who came up with this idea in the first place and whether they got fired or promoted.
I don't know. I don't think they got fired or promoted. They looked at the data. I mean, from what I read from what CG, and I think CG Carey's been doing a great job of after this has been put out, going back in and really trying to explain it, right? They looked at the data. The data was showing them certain things, right? I think it goes back to what we said, right? They put these crazy good loots in Sith Raid, thinking nobody was going to beat it as fast as people were beating it. And then you have this giant influx, and they're like, oh my God. And then they were worried about, the separation between the haves and the haves not, right? That there was going to be too big of a gap. So they tried to curtail it a little bit. Now, I think what people are upset about is how they went about curtailing it. And then Carey came back in and said, yeah, we kind of messed up. So we're going to try to fix it with this. And then she laid out how they're going to fix it for the next month until one of the reasons why they did it too is those other pieces for Gear 12 are coming in. I don't know how much of a difference those gear pieces will make, per se. I mean, we don't know what kind of type of gear it's going to be and such not. So I think there's a lot of moving parts on this. I like what he did here. I mean, these are the kind of arguments, the kind of points you make when you're going to make a point. You bring in data, you bring in, analytics. Again, sample sizes is important, but and there's some assumptions made on his part. But at least he's trying to make a somewhat of a case using evidence, right? Other than just saying CG just trying to screw us, they suck.
To be honest, for this kind of stuff, I implore CG, come on, give us a test server. Let us test this stuff out for you for free. We'll do it for free. Then you will avoid this PR nightmare.
Yeah. It's a little cray-cray, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, Lordy.
Went a long way to undoing all the good that they've just done, didn't it?
Well,
it's just like, really?
Well, I wouldn't say it undid all the good that they did.
So.
They like
just a little speed.
The other guys are saying is they didn't think long enough about before they did it.
I'm liking it to the we're not planning anything with chromiums, just go bronzium, go blow them all. Oh, guess what? We've changed our minds. You now need them for tournaments. Yeah,
the changes I don't mind. I mean, it's all for the longevity of the game. So I mean,
but I'm salty because I took first on the changeover and I got a Mark V stun salvage, so I still need a Carbanti to make it a full set.
Oh, farm it, damn it!
And a Mark 9 Bino, and it was like, really? That's it?
What tier?
Really?
What tier was it?
Huh?
Tier
heroic.
Okay. I just got my rewards for tier 6, and my guild is pretty happy about it. I got 2 gold. I got 9th. I got some stun. I got like 9 stun guns. I got 2 fully crafted golden eyeballs.
Sweet. So what that means is after we're done
with heroic, just go back to tier 6.
After you're done with heroic, right? Yeah. So you do heroic for Treya shards, and then you walk your happy ass back to the T6, and you do T6s, so that way you can get good rewards.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be so much easier because it's going to be tier... Well, actually, I don't know. The actual...
Well, the T6 rank has way more health.
That's just more of a way, isn't it?
So that means that whenever everything else happens, we should also start doing tier 6 pit raids and start doing tier 6 AATs, right? And somebody will ask you, hey, is your guild doing heroic hat? And you're like, nope, we're doing tier 6s because we want better gear. How dumb is, I mean, on some level, isn't that strange?
I mean,
Like,
kinda, but like,
there we're assuming because again it's all RNG. You're assuming that you're going to go back to tier 6.
yeah, no, that's the best drops I've ever received, like in the history of me playing this game.
It's not an assumption. It's possible that you could actually get better gear
Well,
drops.
no, I'm not saying it, but again, with the RNG, it's such an X factor, right?
Well,
I have horrible
other
drop
screenshots
rates.
of my guild.
I don't care what raid I'm doing. I'm always like, okay, I got something.
So people were getting fully crapped this stuff too.
Yeah, I get you when
It
I get
was,
fully crapped. Like, god damn it.
Bit of an anomaly there. But I'm sure they'll address this. I mean, they're not going to set it up where it's like 1 foot forward, 3 steps back. They're not going to want us to be on T6.
No.
There was a time when you would not do the highest level of the daily challenges. You would actually actually do one tier down from the highest level of the challenges because you needed the gear at the 1 step down versus the 1 step up.
That was the daily challenge, and that was. This is a raid we're talking about.
I'm just hold on. I'm just telling you. You make it sound like it's so preposterous that we would somehow end up doing a lower version of something because we got a better reward. Yet we have actual evidence in the past of when we did exactly that.
That's true. Well, I'll give that to you. Yeah, I do remember because I mean, wait, what was it? What was the thing? It was like, what was the year specifically?
It was like a Lonar power cell, Mech 5 Lonar power cells or something. I mean, it was like a piece. It was like a piece that you needed to get a bunch of characters off of Gear 5 and get them to Gear 6. So it's
I think I remember it now.
It's not the first time we've ever done this, and so it's highly likely that one tier has shards and one tier has better gear, and so it could easily get to the point where you do something different in order to at average the guild would get better gear drops.
Actually, that does make sense, doesn't it? Because then it's prepping you for that's science, mate. It's prepping you so that you gear up enough so that you can do the heroic. And then you're like, really? I'm getting treasure shards, but the rewards are so much better on there. Oh,
I'm telling you, they don't call me sweary daughter for nothing.
Yeah, I don't think it's
no one called you sweary daughter.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell, Grande?
I think it's sweary mother. Oh.
Mother.
I honestly think we could end up doing that. As silly as that sounds, right? Oh my gosh, how crazy is that?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
like I said, like my guild, we just got tier 6 done this morning, and everyone was getting stun cuffs, freaking carbantes. I mean, it was like we're like, woohoo! Christmas came early. And then the first place person, of course, got like nothing. And we're like, well, that's expected.
Yeah.
Said bet. Top tiers are not going to be getting as much.
Yeah,
I cannot stress it enough. The biggest problem we have is somebody has a great idea. It's wonderful to have great ideas. Somebody has a great idea.
Grande has them all the time.
It doesn't get fully fleshed out. It doesn't get fully tested. And the steps to go from point A to point Z in the process don't get fully fleshed out before we go there. That's the problem. And so anytime we want to make a change to something, I mean, last time I checked, nobody was really upset about what they were getting in the heroic Rancor. Nobody was really upset about the rewards that they were getting in the heroic AAT. So my question is, if you're going to change it, and it's going to be a progressive change, the entire roadmap needs to be laid out, and the entire daggum thing needs to be tested at every step along the path to make sure that nobody gets upset. Because here's what happens when people get upset. When people get upset, they do two things. They quit playing or they ask for a refund. I don't really want anybody to quit playing or ask for a refund if
Oh,
I'm
wow.
the developer of the game.
That's a big refund from CG, considering 2 years worth of playing.
Mother. All right, let's get to two or three more questions for the fans.
Okay.
Okay, just a sec. Okay, Scooby, question. I'm currently doing the vet farm. Who should I farm after farming Death Trooper? Gar Saxon or Sith Trooper? Also, Finn, you did say you were getting lazy because of the bot. And no, Finn's not scooping up the questions. I am manually.
I would say neither and go for Executioner Trooper.
Yeah.
I would totally agree with that. Totally agree with that. It's a super easy farm. I would go for that before.
And he is very, very easy to gear. He almost needs like nothing.
And he's only got 3 Omegas that he needs. I mean, it's almost a gift that we got him on stage 2 of that map for 8 energy. Is really, and he is really good. He effectively is like Darth Maul with a Zeta, only with Omegas and as a add-on character to an already really great team. First Order Executioner is amazing. If you're done with the troopers, if you're done with the veterans, and you don't see some other character that you need to get out of there, I mean, there are other characters to get, right? Mother Talzin would be another great choice. First Order Executioner would be another great choice. Death Trooper would be another great choice. These are all.
He said he's going to do Death Trooper after. He said after he does Dungeon the Vets, he's going to do Death Trooper.
So I would do all of those before I did Sith Trooper and Sith Assassin.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you need Zetas, go after Mother Talzin, right? Because you need a Mother Talzin in order to get Zetas.
And zombie. The zombie's on a hard node, isn't it? One hard node.
You don't need, zombie. You just need Mother to unlock the event, and then you can throw whoever you want in there, right?
Yep.
So it's just all we're talking about is the 7-star defensive Dathmir event or whatever it's called, right? Did I get it right, or is it the other one?
No, you got it right.
Yeah, the Zeta is the defense, isn't it?
Nathaniel Miller. I'm running Double Zeta Palpatine, Double Zeta Thrawn, Vader, and Zeta Savage in Arena. Who would be a better tank, Royal Guard or Stormy?
Royal Guard? Ooh, neither.
Neither.
A better tank for you would be
Shore
General
Trooper.
Kenobi,
Shore Trooper.
Shore Trooper.
Scion.
Sith Trooper. Scion, those would all be better tanks.
Yeah.
Stormtrooper's not going to get you anything. The other thing, too, is if you're running Double Zeta Palpatine, why are you running that team? The only way for Palpatine to get extra protection is if someone's filling up his protection meter.
Yeah, you need, like, Thrawn in there to regen EP's protection. But Stormtrooper isn't that bad. He's got an irresistible expose, which can help a little bit, though.
He's not bad, but
there are better.
Yeah, there are better tanks that offer more.
And for the love of God, don't put a Zeta on that guy.
I've done that. I like it, actually. It's funny.
All right, let's do 2 more questions, and then we can call this one El Finito.
Neil Hamp. Question is Thrawn lead a counter to Zeta Palpatine in Arena?
Yes.
I'd say no.
Control.
No way.
AI.
The AI is going to butcher it no matter what.
The AI is going to spam that cleanse, which gives the other team TM. So you have to not spam the cleanse until you've gotten rid of a couple of Sith. So yes, it will work, and yes, it will work well. The problem is that it will be terrible on defense. Like super terrible. Like worse than Rex lead on defense.
Bill Abad. I have 4 Zetas ready to go. Should I Zeta my Emperor Palpatine team, Night Sisters, or wait for the incoming Bounty Hunters revamp?
I say
What do you
spend
want
it
to
on
do?
spend it on EP's lead, and then save the rest to see what they do with bounty hunters.
Yep, that's a good call.
That's a good choice. That's a very good call.
Yep. Emperor Palpatine, you're going to get so much bang for your buck.
Yeah, because
I mean,
EP isn't
I am
going
wrecking
anywhere.
fools in territory battles right now. Half of my 3 teams is Trooper team, it's Emperor Palpatine team, and it's my First Order team. I win. You know, Bounty Hunters need a little bit of work for that last battle. I don't think they're geared enough yet. But I'll tell you what, I added Greedo to the Wampa one and the other ones. Thermal detonation for the win. No more stupid Cad Bane, which sucks to say because Cad Bane's supposed to be kicking ass, but that's just such a huge difference. But yeah, I think that's a good call. All right,
EP's not going to be going anywhere, and it will, easily get you a 10 battle defense in territory wars.
Oh yeah, territory wars, territory battles. I mean, there's so many. God, there's just so many uses.
Emperor Palpatine lead, at the way they changed it, is effectively with us from now on. I mean, I cannot see a time when Emperor Palpatine lead is not good anymore. They effectively made an Empire/Sith version of Rex.
Mm-hmm.
That's the end of the Preguntas, yes?
Yeah, but for now. So I apologize for all the issues today, man. Friday the 13th is really Friday the 13th the hell out of our ass. I mean, I have never seen that before. Phone dead. I looked up and I'm like, well, at least the power's back. Okay, let me check the thing here. Okay. Wait, no internet. What the hell? What the hell? So I apologize, everybody, for that. Well, once in a blue moon, something happens. You just, life gets you. And so what we're going to do now is, if you have questions we can get to, then I encourage you to go to our Discord. I mean, we only do this for an hour, so we try to get to as many questions as we can, and we're trying to do Raw's reviews. Sometimes we're not going to get your question answered in here, but if you really have a question, just bring it to our Discord. That's what it's there for. We got over 1,000 people in the community that are there that will help answer your question. They're great folks. That's why we have the Discord set up the way we do, and they'll be they'll jump on that question faster than anything, and you'll get a lot of good constructive feedback. If you're listening to this afterwards, make sure you check us out on YouTube, or you can download us as a podcast for iTunes. And today we and V are going to after this, we're going to look at the Battlefront 2 changes and stuff, and then I'm going to set a time for the stream here, either 2 or 3 o'clock. We'll set that event up. It'll just be, if you're subscribed, you'll know it should pop up for you. So we'll get that going, and we're going to look at the customization and things. It should be out. If it's not, then we'll do what we do best. We'll just go slay some fools. Abad. How do I say that name? Abad.
Abel Abed.
No, I don't. Abel. I mean the. Abad. Abel Abad.
Abel.
I don't know if it's a or a, so Abad or Abad. But he just gave 2 something. Thank you very much for that. Very much appreciate it. And if you'd like to donate too, you can always go in and do $2 or whatever you can donate. We use it all for the channel. It helps pay for everything. We got the super chat function at the bottom that you just see. We can put a cool message. If you'd like to sponsor us, it's $4.99 a month. You can do that at the upper right. Or if you just like to donate to us directly, we've got the support the channel function button on the homepage of YouTube. He said first time was right. Okay, now I have to go back and listen to what I said. But you go to the homepage, you can donate, and that goes directly to us. YouTube doesn't get their cut. So on behalf of myself, Dr. Finn, who's trying to busily get to the airport, V, Ken Cobra, Mike, the French Tickler, Grande Patron, the Panic Grim, and of course, the Apprentice Sanely Red. Thank you all for being here. Thank you everybody in the chat for being here. We will check you out tomorrow. We got Jedi Academy. We'll do some more Battlefront. We're going to be doing We'll do the RSG Mature Rumor tonight. Not only will we be doing Battlefront in the afternoon and evening, we will also be doing the Angels thing tonight. So make sure you check that out. So everyone have a great rest of your day, and we will holler at you later. Peace.